Hello, Scorpio. We're going to do a reading today for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. You could look at your Venus if you're curious about love and relationship aspects that we may cover today. I pulled this Earth card for you, Scorpio, as the overall theme for the week. We're going to do the week ahead. And you got the Earth card, which is really interesting. So Earth would be almost like an Ace of Pentacles card in a traditional tarot, this card. So you're looking at the physical plane when we look at this beautiful Earth card. But what this card is asking us to remember is that this physical existence that we find ourselves in is a gift. It's a gift from Spirit, and so we must treat it as such, and we have to nurture ourselves, for one. So that means it's important this week, Scorpio, that you eat well, that you exercise, that you meditate, that you ground yourself physically in all of your activities this week. So if you're getting a little flighty, do something to ground yourself. Get yourself, maybe some crystals that help ground you, right? Go walk barefoot in the yard. Go sit in the park a little bit next to a tree, sit on the grass. Do something physical for your body and for yourself, and make sure that you're eating well this week. That's really important. The other thing about this card is that it's important that you become aware, Scorpio, of your gifts. And I think for a lot of Scorpios, Scorpio is coming into this time where they're appreciating their gifts, and they are it's like you know what you're good at, and you're not embarrassed about it anymore, and you're willing to share your gifts with others, and share what comes from the heart with others. And that's the key to success with this card as well. So when you come from a place of authenticity and integrity and virtue, and you honor the physical aspects of this plane, so not only do you take care of your body, but you take care of the earth as well. It is kind of a little bit of an environmental card, but not so much an environmental card in terms of go out and clean the forests and things like that, but really just be aware of the fact that you cannot spend all of your time in contemplation of the spirit world. You're here in this incarnation as a physical being, and so it's important that you honor the physical this week, okay? So that's your card for you. That's the overall theme of this week, Scorpio, is the Earth card. Okay, so let's pull some tarot. And if you can stay in your authenticity this week and give of that energy, that's the gift that you need to give to others as well, Scorpio, this week, okay? Because great abundance comes with that when you share your knowledge and your experience, and you do it from a place of integrity and virtue and authenticity. That's how you bring abundance to yourself as well. Okay, let's get a week ahead. Let's pull some cards for the week ahead for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Scorpio, please, Spirit. What do we have coming ahead for Scorpio this week? Okay, let's take a look at what we got. We have the Knight of Wands, which is the King of Wands in traditional tarot. We have the Seven of Cups. we have the Five of Discs, and then we have the Seven of Discs, Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio, you are really in your head this week, aren't you? You have a lot of fear going on, Scorpio, this week. Okay, so we're going to pull some clarifiers a little bit, but if we're talking spirit soul ascension right now, this is a week where you're going to have to pull yourself together, Scorpio, and realize that you really do have the power to create your world. So it's important that you take on this Knight of Wands energy. This is a magnanimous energy. This is leadership-oriented, will-oriented. This is fire, right? So this is not all in your head. This is you getting out and acting. You've been in a place of confusion, like serious confusion lately. Some of you may even be falling into overindulgence, over drinking, overeating. And I think that if we're looking at our overall card spread, it's very interesting. I think a lot of you, it's definitely a physical overindulgence. So you're eating, drinking too much. It's going to be important that you temper that this week. You have a lot of worry, Scorpio, this week, and you're going to need to put that aside. This is in this deck, this Five of these two cards right here, very interesting. This Five of Discs card and the Seven of Discs card, they are really warning signs for you to change your thought process, because your thought process is this like negative loop right now. And it goes with the Seven of Cups too, this kind of confusion. And so in this deck, the Seven of Discs is not a card of long-term planning and kind of planting your seeds and waiting them to sow, or kind of reaping the harvest, watching something that you've planned for a long time come into being. In this deck, this Seven of Coins is a warning sign to stop thinking that things are not going to work out your way, okay? Because the more you think that stuff, you're in danger of creating that reality for yourself. So your Knight of Wands here is telling you that you really can snap out of it and shift that for yourself, but you need to make the effort to do it, right? And I think that the effort to do it is in large part going to come if you really just change your diet a little bit and get out and exercise, because I feel like that's kind of the issue. Maybe you haven't really been eating well, or you haven't been able to get out much, and I think that if you do that, it's going to change your perspective. So let's get some clarifiers. We're going to look at career right now. Let's get a clarifier on the Knight of Wands, please. You know what, I'm going to put these cards down for a minute, and I don't usually do this, but let's get a clarifier on that Seven of Discs. Why the Seven of Discs, Spirit? What's going on with Scorpio? What is Scorpio so concerned about? The Lovers. So there's some kind of choice that you need to make, and you're really worried, Scorpio, that you're going to make the wrong choice at the end of the week. All right, and that's where your concern is, and you're worried that that you're going to make the wrong choice. But this Five of Discs in this position right here is telling me that you're worrying for nothing. Okay, you really it's worry. See, it's a worry card, and in this position, it's an unfounded fear. Okay, so let's get some clarifiers, because you're worried that whatever decision you're going to make is the wrong decision, and there is no wrong decision. Okay, there just really isn't. Not when you have the Knight of Wands as your overall theme for the week this week, Scorpio. So let me pull a clarifier on this Seven of Cups and see what it is that you're confused about. Clarify that Seven of Cups, Spirit, please. A little more information on that Seven of Cups. The Ace of Wands, yeah, there's something new, some new energy coming into your life, and you're not sure. You're not sure what to do. You're not sure of what decision to make. But the decision that you make, you know, it will be the right one. It definitely will be. From a spirit soul ascension standpoint, I'm going to pull for you, Scorpio, only because I know that if any of you are watching this and you see that and you're familiar with this deck and you see that seven of coins, I don't want you to be scared. I'm really not getting a scary vibe from that 7 of coins. I'm not getting a failure mode with that. I am getting more of you, more of unnecessarily worrying this week. And I love this deck right here, but it's so big. It's so big, this good tarot deck. The cards are so beautiful, but they kill my hands. I need smaller cards. I have small hands. So it's kind of hard to shuffle these cards when they're so big, so I have to split up the deck. Okay, let's get advice on that decision for Scorpio, please, Spirit. What's the advice for Scorpio on that decision? What advice can you give Scorpio? 2 of fire. Yeah, so again, it's this choice, but you can see how this, how in this beautiful deck, there's that lantern that's lighting the way. And while you do have a decision, so this is like 2 of wands, you do have a decision to make between 2 paths. Know that you're being guided and you're being led to the right decision if you trust your intuition and your will is strong right now. You've got that Ace of Wands, you've got newness coming in. So I don't think that you can make the wrong decision if you listen, if you really pay attention to yourself and listen to what your inner voice is telling you. I think you're going to make the right decision. Okay, let's move forward into career. Let's get some cards on what's happening with you this week in career. Please clarify that Knight of Wands, Spirit, career. We've got the Death card, so there's transformation coming for you in work, a whole new change. Let's get another clarifier. Why the Death card? What's the change about? What's this transformation about at work? Spirit, Scorpio. What's the transformation? What's this Death card about, Spirit? The Hangman. So you have this change coming. Things have been stagnant. It's time for you to look at your career in a different way. Take that King of Wands energy and make something happen. You've got a major transformation coming. Another clarifier, please, on that King of Wands. Let's see. Wow, so many decision cards. All right, Virgo. Scorpio, it's time for you to really focus. Okay, let's get a clarifier on that 7 of Cups, please. What does Scorpio need to be aware of this week? What does Scorpio need to keep in mind in terms of career this week? 3 of Swords. Sometimes 3 of Swords, sometimes, I shouldn't say oftentimes, but another definition of the 3 of Swords is the inability to make a decision. And when we look at this 3 of Swords clarifying our initial 7 of Cups, which is confusion, illusion, and you get the 3 of Swords, it's telling me that you're having a hard time making a decision. All of these indecision cards, this 2 of Swords, with, the woman with the blindfold over her eyes and the swords not wanting to see, coupled with the Hanged Man needing to take another look at your situation. And the Death card, transition card, is telling me that it's time for you to make a change, Scorpio, and you are avoiding something. Okay, let's get another clarifier on that 7 of Cups in terms of career. 4 of Swords, Queen of Wands. Okay, so it's time for you to do a little inner soul searching here, Scorpio. and harness that King of Wands and Queen of Wands energy. Some of you may be confused about a coworker, a Queen of Wands type coworker who is who is doing something that's aggravating to you, right? Maybe they try to show you up in some way, or you hear about some kind of gossip that they've been spreading about you. That Three of Swords and the Queen of Wands combination can be a gossip combination as well. So some of you might hear about some gossip coming in to the office about you. Somebody's been talking about you. It's going to be important that you lay it to rest. Okay, let's see what your advice is. See advice for Scorpio in career right now. The Queen of Cups. Let's get another clarifier. What should Scorpio do this week at work? And the Seven of Pentacles, so this is planning. So it's going to be important, Scorpio, this week that, and I'm really getting gossip pretty strongly. So this is for somebody who is going to end up watching this video. Somebody's been gossiping about you at work, and that's okay, because your advice really is to not to worry about it. This card is a don't worry about it card, and your advice is to really be very sweet, right? And think with the long term, think with a long view in mind of your work situation, and kind of kill them with kindness is what I'm getting with this Queen of Cups. She's very emotional, she's very kind, she's very empathetic. So it's gonna be a lot of like killing them with kindness. And we have the Judgment card coming in. So this person, whatever ends up happening, they're going to be found out. It's going to be important for you to take the high road in this situation this week, Scorpio, because the truth will come out. It will most definitely come out. Yeah, there's some kind of deception going on around you this week, Scorpio. I got the Hermit and the Seven of Swords. So again, it's just going to be really important for you this week, Scorpio, at work to turn the other cheek and to take the high road and to kind of smile and kill them with kindness. How's the week going to end for Scorpio? How's the week at work going to end for Scorpio? We got the Lovers again. Interesting, another choice. And the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so again, all this worry that you have over whatever it is that's going on at work, know that you do a little bit of research, take the high road, kill them with kindness, be nice, do a little research, make sure that you document things, you know, cross your T's, dot your I's. You're going to have some kind of choice to make, but know that whatever choice you make is going to be the right choice. It's going to end well for you, Scorpio. Let's get one last clarifier on that work situation. Why the Lovers? What's this choice about for Scorpio at work? Ten of Swords and the Queen of Swords. So it's going to be important for you to see beyond the surface impressions that you're getting, but also know that the you know, the Ten of Swords is the end of an issue. So whatever choice you make is going to allow you to move forward. Yeah, whatever choice you make is going to allow you to move forward in victory. And so that Three of Swords that we had earlier, this is just confirming to me that it's right now you seem to be stuck and unable to make a decision. But once you make the decision, you're going to be good, right? So what you need to do is just do a little bit of research to help you feel comfortable in whatever decision you make. And then once you make the decision, lots of times just making any decision will make you feel better. And know that, you know, your fears of failure here they're just that. They're just fears, because you're going to end up triumphant with this Six of Wands coming for you in work, Scorpio. Okay, let's move on to relationship issues. Oh, I didn't pull, you know what, let's pull a little, the good tarot card for one last little final advice for Scorpio. I don't want anybody getting back to me saying, hey, where was that good tarot card in the career field for Scorpio? Okay, Spirit, what advice, what kind of overarching advice for this week do you have for Scorpio? Page of Water. Yeah, the Page of Water and the Three of Fire. Okay, so the Three of Fire here, again, beautiful. This boat, right? This person is being led into the future. Things are a little misty, but this person's trusting. She trusts that she's being led in the right direction. And that's why we were saying whatever decision you make is going to be a good decision, because you are going to move forward in the right way. Page of Water is a message, right? So you will probably get an apology from whatever happened this week. Accept it graciously and move on, right? Be the Queen of Cups and accept that apology graciously. And the Page of Cups, she also oftentimes talks about, sorry, I turned my head away as I was putting the cards down. The Page of Water can often talk about forgiveness, but also forgiving yourself. So it's going to be important that you release any feelings of inadequacy, and also release any, I know this is a strange interpretation, but you're going to need to release any feelings of jealousy that you may have towards others, because she's very much going to talk about transcending any kind of negative emotions, so jealousy, fear, self-doubt, those kind of desire to control emotions, those kind of feelings. So you're moving out of that space as well. So don't be jealous. Don't do anything out of a sense of like jealousy this week, but you are being guided in the right way. Okay. All right, let's get romance. Too many cards here. Too many cards, Spirit. Okay, let's do a quick little romance thing for Scorpio, specifically romance. What do we have coming up this week? Week ahead, we have the Queen of Swords. Ooh, Seven of Swords. Justice. And we end the week again with the Six of Wands. So 2 Six of Wands. How nice. Okay, Scorpio. So if we're talking specifically relationships here, and I don't feel like we're talking about a romance, I think we're just talking about relationships, and that this spread is just clarifying our relationship situation at work. So again, you've got the Queen of Swords. It's important that you assess your situation and make a decision, right? There is some kind of, you've got the Seven of Swords here, there is some kind of foul play going on, but just with this Justice card, know that you are protected and that justice will be served, right? So you will be taken care of because you've got the Six of Wands again at the end of the week. So your relationships, it's just going to be important for you to rise above, to come at everything from a place, you need to kind of be the example. You need to set the example and do the right thing, act the right way. Because victory is definitely assured for you, and justice is coming. For whatever it was, whoever it was that wronged you, justice is most definitely coming. And it's important with that Page of Water that you not feel any sense of retribution or not try to be, punitive about it. It's going to be important that you kind of forgive and move on, as hard as that can be sometimes. But just trust that justice will come, that karma will serve justice. The Eight of Wands, communication. This is going to happen kind of quickly this week. Okay, so I don't have anything for you romantically. I'm getting just relationships and interpersonal relationships and whatever it is that we're talking about here. Let me just see if I can get one more card here. Yeah, I'm not, for those of you, if this is also talking about romance, all right, look what we got at the bottom of the deck. We got the Knight of Cups coming in at the bottom of the deck. So I do feel like an apology may be coming to you. For some of you, it's an apology. So we're talking here about strictly romance. For some of you, whoever in your relationship didn't, whoever done you wrong is going to apologize. Know that karma will take care of the situation, but I feel like with that Queen of Swords heading up the week, it's going to be important for you to move on, accept the apology, but you're probably not going to want to stay in the relationship, is what I'm seeing. Let's see. Let me just clarify one thing for myself. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Let's get the advice. And when I said yeah, that was just, I got the Queen of Cups. So that's you again, Scorpio, with the Queen of Cups there. Just being the intuitive, emotional person that you are as a Scorpio, the water sign that you are. And most Scorpios are very in touch with their intuition and are not afraid to dive deep and experiment with their intuition. But again, we're going to remember that this is a week where we don't go in our heads, Scorpio. This is a week where we ground ourselves and move forward, right? Okay, what's the advice for Scorpio in relationships? The Eight of Earth and the Seven of Water. Okay, so the Seven of Water again, the Seven of Cups again, that kind of confusion, many options for you in your relationship situation right now, Scorpio. And the Eight of Earth is very much talking about setting boundaries for yourself this week, okay? Really important that you're going to set boundaries and that you focus and ground yourself. Take care of yourself, take care of your health. Again, we've got this Eight of Discs, Eight of Earth energy right here. Which really wants you to harmonize and play in balance, right? And be in tune. So be in tune with your own desires, be in tune with your needs, and make sure that you ground yourself and set boundaries. Don't overextend yourself this week. If you need to take a break, take a break. Don't overextend yourself emotionally, especially to somebody who may be trying to take advantage of your good nature, Scorpio. It's going to be important that you set those boundaries this week, okay? All right, let's pull one last Moonology card for you, one last little message from Spirit for you to keep in mind this week. Let's do a wrap-up with an Oracle card. Spirit guides, what message do you have for Scorpio this week? And we got surrender to the divine. Full moon, surrender to the divine, Scorpio. Okay, so, you know, again, this is a card that's telling you to trust that the decisions that you make, when you trust your intuition and you go within, meditate, listen to yourself, align yourself, the decisions that you make are going to be the right one. Right? Trust that you can connect with the divine and that you can make the right decision for yourself. It's time for you, Scorpio, to own your power, own your divinity, own your ability to connect to all of spirit, but also connect to earth. Remember that you are a spiritual being living on the earthly plane. And know that you are guided and protected, and your decision will be, whatever decision it is that you need to make this week, Scorpio, is going to be okay. All right? Okay, I hope you found this helpful, and I'll catch you next time.